Right, hi. So I'm Calvin and welcome to day 1 out of 365 for the Dear Diary vlog. So to recap as to what this is for, Dear Diary is a project which I'm currently taking on upon myself where I record my daily activities for the next year, right? With hopes that I, how do I say this? It's basically a way for me to, I guess, discipline myself to keep doing stuff which I want to do, not really slack off or ride at home as much, as well as to see how much I improve as a person in a year, that kind of thing. So it's like a keep accountability kind of video, right? So yeah, let's talk about day 1. So right off the bat, day 1, I already had plans that day. So I had plans to meet up with 2 friends to watch the live action How to Train a Dragon movie. And while I was doing that, I was also filming the intro to this whole series, which you guys probably saw beforehand, right? There was the intro. I filmed it at 9 a.m. So yeah, once that was done, it was, I guess, time to leave the house to actually, drive to where we're gonna watch the movie. But then I realized something as I got into the car, and I am guilty of this. So for context, punctuality is really important to me. If you tell me to meet you at 2, I will be there slightly early, maybe like around 1-ish, buffer, like 1 o'clock. Because it's just me. The earlier I am, the better I feel, right? I like to do things beforehand kind of thing. But once I got into the car and I started the engine, and I wanted to record footage of me saying, alright, so I'm in the car, time to go out, drive or whatnot. I looked at the time, and it's 9:45 or 9:50, I can't remember at this point. And we were supposed to meet each other at the venue at 12:15, which meant that if I were to drive, if I were to leave, and let's say there was no jam or whatever, it would take me roughly 30 minutes. So I would get there at 10 or 10:25 or 10:30 lah, right? So then I told myself, wait, no, I still have to pour gas for my car because my car was running low on fuel. So I took that into account. And once I did all that, it was time to resume the drive, So yeah, drove, poured petrol, then it was the drive. And remember I mentioned that it would take 30 minutes to get to the venue without traffic. There was traffic. I forgot that it was still a weekday, and leaving my area, or to get onto that main road which I use at around 9:30-ish or anything after 8 p.m, it would be stuck in traffic. So the traffic did delay me, but not a lot. So by the time I actually reached the venue was, I think, around 10:30-ish. So if 12:15, 10:30, I had an hour and a half to kill before I met up with any one of them. So, I'm the type of person where I don't mind killing time, right? I don't mind. It's honestly a really good pastime. So I thought I could take this opportunity to go window shopping. So the first store I had my eyes set on was the Lego store. Alright, so it's 10:20. I'm in the mall. I need to fill up time for an hour 30. Right? So yeah. Who wants to go look at Lego with me? Let's go look at Lego. It'll be fun. Let's look at Lego. Right? And once I found the Lego store, I was like, okay, cool. I can go in, I can just look at the sets, maybe film me admiring the sets, talk about certain sets and stuff like that. But then my social anxiety kicked in a little bit. Alright, so I left the store because I was the only one in there. And sometimes you're in a store and then the employees, they don't follow you but they watch you. And then they stand in places so they can keep an eye on you. I got social anxiety. I did not like that. What this means is basically, I was the only person in the store, right? And there had 2 employees working the register. So one of them left the register to, I guess, make sure I was doing okay, that kind of thing. Where he wasn't talking to me directly, but he was, he was around my general vicinity, and like I understand, like honestly, yeah, salute you, you do your job, whatever. But it made me really uncomfortable really quick, and I didn't want to, and I felt embarrassed to whip up the phone and like record anything. So I recorded like really short footage of me in Lego before my subconscious was like, get the heck out of there, right? So once I got out of Lego, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll go to Popular. It's books. I can be by myself. Popular was closed. They're undergoing some renovation, so it was closed, right? So I don't think I have footage of it being closed. I'll have to check, but yeah. Then when luckily in that section of the mall at the center court, they had this How to Train Your Dragon exhibition. So I went to check it out, and honestly, it was cool. They had this 4 mini game stations where if you were to complete them, you get, I think, a How to Train Your Dragon tattoo set, which I thought was really cool. Of course, I didn't do it because I didn't want to be alone and kind of thing. So yeah, so I checked out what they had. They were selling the toys from the live action movie. There were dragon toys of Toothless, Astrid's dragon, Stormfly, and I think there were some of the human characters as well, but I didn't really see them, which means the dragons. Then they had this really big statue of Toothless displayed in the center, which I thought was really cool. But anyway, I didn't want to linger for too long because again, I was the only one there. So then it was basically me looking for another stall to window browse, right? So I went to Toys R Us, and anyone else had a very love-hate relationship with Toys R Us, where they used to be really good, a lot of good shit. Then after a while, there was no good shit. Now there's kind of good shit there, that kind of thing. Anyone? No, just me. All right, cool. So anyway, yeah, we went to Toys R Us, and the first thing I went to check out was the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World section, which is always marked by the big ass animatronic, I'm assuming, Velociraptor display. So yeah, I checked that out for a while, wanted to see what toys they had. Then I went over to this very small Lego section they had. That I could browse by my own. I saw, the Jurassic World Lego sets which are going to be released. I am actually looking forward to that movie. I understand a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with the whole genetically modified dinosaurs kind of thing. They don't look like what we want them to look like. But I'm looking forward to this next one. I am. So yeah, once that was done, I headed over to the Transformers section. I don't think I filmed myself there. Reason being, my phone battery apparently ran out. It was running out really quick. I think by the time I came to this part of recording, I only had 50% left, and this was before we even had lunch. So I had to be a little bit more conservative what I was filming or what I wasn't filming. So going forward, I might invest into a separate, maybe a camera or something like that. I'm not really sure what to use in this instance. So for now, I'll still use my phone, but I'll be more conservative with the footage, that kind of thing. So yeah, I was basically there lingering and seeing all the fun stuff they had. I went through the Ultraman section, I went through Star Wars section, or what was left of it anyway. Then again, just killing time going to different stores, window shopping. I went to shoe stores, I went to art stores, I guess. Can you consider Kaisen an art store? So yeah, once that was done, it was time to meet my friends for lunch, or at least meet up with one of them first anyway. So yeah, once I met up with her, we had to wait for our other friend. Then once he came along, boom, go for lunch, right? And we're all very indecisive people. It took a while, but we more or less settled on Japanese food. Okay, fine. So we ate it. Of course, I ate a lot. Again, I should have filmed it. I didn't. I'm gonna make a note here in this video. try to film as much as I can, despite battery consumption, I guess. All the important things need to be filmed. So it's not just video of me yapping for like what 15 minutes straight, or I don't know how long it's gonna be. But yeah. So once lunch was done, it was killing time. Again, we went to the Muji store. Some of them got ice cream. I was chilling on the couch section. Then after a while, it was movie time. Movie honestly not bad. I'm not the biggest How to Train Your Dragon fan. I do like the ideas of dragons and stuff like that in general, D&D, that kind of thing. I am a fan of it, but I'm not really, I guess, not a really hardcore fan, right? But it was a nice movie. I don't remember much from the original animated version of the movie that came out. I more vaguely remember the sequel rather than the original one. But I'm pretty sure it was roughly almost a shot for shot of the film. Again, not bad. It's not a bad film. I would still recommend anyone go watch it if you haven't. Right? If you don't know what the heck How to Train a Dragon is, go watch it. Watch the animated ones. Watch the Riders of Berk series and all that. Watch all the other stuff. It's really good, right? So yeah, then once the movie was done, we all had to go home because it was 4:30, and if you live in Subang, you know how bad the jam is, right? So yeah, traffic was unprecedented. It was a 2 hour. I think I was stuck for roughly an hour and a half, close to 2 hours on the road, on the way back, and I wouldn't say I needed something to do. I had stuff to do, so on the way back, I was in a call with one person to discuss the live band stuff, which I might be doing for my prom night for my graduation next month. And then once that was done, I had to discuss some stuff with the bandmates, let them know what's going to be going down. And then once I finally got home, it was another meeting with my volunteer organization. We had to talk about an event we're planning, right? So once all that was done, it was dinner time, I guess. I was really damn hungry when I got back. And I remember telling my friends in the mall that when I come home, I'm gonna finish this up, then I'm just gonna game for a bit. I don't think I'll have time to game. I need to, as of right now, it's 9:20 in the night. I need to start editing this. So, God bless my sanity. I need to upload this file to my Google Drive, right? So yeah, once that's done, I'm gonna see what happens next. I think that's roughly it for day one. Not the most productive. It's about to be hell in a bit. In the intro, I mentioned how I'm pretty sure I mentioned how this might take a very mentally draining toll on me, and I did say that there might be some days where I want this to stop. I can already see it happening with how busy my next month is gonna be, right? So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. How do I end this? I have no idea how to end this, so bye.